The reason most people quit veganism is not the food. It's the perfectionism mindset. If you're thinking of going vegan in 2026, but you're scared that you won't do it perfectly or that you're going to be judged for it, keep listening. I'm Sam from Sam Cooks Kindness, and I have been vegan for over 7 years now, and I have done it in a sustainable way, and I haven't had one thought of going back. Today I have 5 tips that are going to help you go vegan with the right mindset and stay vegan for the long haul. Point number 1, let go of the perfectionism. There is no all in, all out mindset. Here's the thing that nobody tells you. You don't have to be a perfect vegan to make a difference. You're allowed to learn as you go, and none of this makes you a lesser person or cancels out your values. Perfectionism is what makes people quit because there's so many people out there that give veganism a bad name because they're so judgy. They're so hardcore that if you make one little mistake, they're just down your throat. And you have to get away from that because it's not sustainable in the long run. Veganism is not a performance, it's a practice. And practices are meant to be improved over time. Practice is what makes you better at something, especially in the beginning. You're a new vegan, you are learning, you're just delving into this world. And when people come at you with such arrogance or not a positive mindset, not a kind mindset, when they're judging you, when they're down your throat, when you have your family members coming at you from every angle, telling you that you're doing it wrong, it makes it hard. And then you get that judgment in your head. You feel insecure in your choices. And that is something that I feel really makes people quit veganism very often, the judgment that they feel from others. Which brings us right into point number 2, which is stop letting other people's opinions affect your journey. A lot of people don't quit veganism because they suddenly don't care anymore. They quit because they're exhausted from being badgered and judged all the time. Someone is always going to be questioning you somewhere in the long run, and you have to learn how to tune this out. They're going to be questioning where you get your protein. Are you getting all the nutrients you need? Suddenly, nobody's concerned about you eating at McDonald's and all the junk food that you used to be eating. Now they're concerned that you're eating too many carrots. Like, there is no winning here, one way or the other. Someone's going to have an opinion no matter what you do. But you're not choosing to go vegan to be palatable to other people, right? You're doing it because it aligns with your values. And you don't owe anybody perfection, and you don't owe anybody an explanation for your choices. This is your life. Just like they shouldn't be judging you, even though they're going to, their judgment does not affect your life. So if you're a new vegan and you start getting questioned and you start getting judged from all different angles of your life, something that you need to do is to take a deep breath and say, your opinion does not affect me. Your opinion does not affect me. All you can do is continue the practice and know that you are standing true to your values and you don't have to prove yourself to anybody. Point number 3, you don't have to go all in overnight. If you are newly going vegan, it can feel so overwhelming. Trying to go vegan cold turkey does not work for everybody, and it might work for you, but I'll tell you, when I went vegan, I did not go vegan overnight. It was a gradual process. We kind of worked through what we had in our house, and then we got to a point where it just didn't feel right anymore, and the stuff that we had left in our house, we just pushed off onto family members that still ate it. But everybody's transition period is going to be different. So some people will be able to just clean their whole house out and they'll have that privilege to be able to do that. But other people may not, and they may need to do a little bit more research. They may need to prepare themselves a little bit more. Either way, you don't have to go 100% in overnight. You got to figure out what's going to work for you. It can feel really overwhelming. I remember the first time I tried to go vegan, because I tried to go vegan like, I don't know, 15 years ago, and it didn't work out for me because I tried to do it all overnight, and I kind of stood there the first day. I was like, I'm going vegan, and I was like, I don't know what to eat. Like, what do I do? So you got to do like a little bit of research, maybe watch some videos, find some recipes that you like, ease your way in. Switch to one meal a day until you get used to it. Find meals that you really like. Try to figure out alternatives for foods that you enjoy already, or discover completely new recipes. But either way, keep it simple and ease yourself in. And you want to focus on adding things in more so than taking things out, because having a mindset of restriction is something that's going to lead you to failure in the long run. But if you think of this as an abundant lifestyle when it comes to your food, then you have more likelihood of actually being able to maintain a vegan lifestyle. And this goes for things outside of food too, because veganism is not a diet. It also encompasses all animal products outside of just the food that you're putting in your body, the clothes you're wearing, the products that you're buying. It all comes from a mindset of kindness and rejecting animal exploitation in all aspects of your life. Just remember that you don't have to suddenly purge your house of things that you own. It's kind of better, in my mindset at least, to have like a more sustainable mindset going forward, using the things that you have in your house until they are no longer usable. But going forward, when you're purchasing, being a little more mindful of what you're purchasing and making sure that there's no animal products involved. The most sustainable vegan journey is the one that you can actually follow. Point number 4, kindness is what makes this stick. The whole point of veganism as a lifestyle is embracing kindness towards others, towards animals, towards life in general. This is a huge part of it in my mind. I've stayed vegan long term now, not because I did it perfectly, but because I approached it with a mindset of positivity and kindness towards myself as well as the animals and everybody else around me. Kindness to yourself is what makes you consistent in all aspects of your life, because if you can't be kind to yourself, if you're constantly talking down to yourself that you're not doing it right, you're not doing it good enough, you're not being the best vegan that you can be, then how are you going to maintain this? You're not going to be able to maintain it. You don't want the judgment from the external sources. Don't put that on yourself either. Shame and guilt is often something that is a contributing factor to people giving up on a vegan lifestyle. This is true for veganism, for health journeys, for any kind of goals that you set for yourself as well. If you're constantly shaming yourself, guilting yourself, talking badly to yourself, that little voice in your head, that is always setting you up for failure. And the same thing goes for a veganism lifestyle. So if you are new to veganism, make sure that you're approaching how you treat yourself the same way you want to be approaching the animals. And point number 5, and maybe the most important point that we're going to go over today, is that you need to remember your why. It's going to help you so much to remember why you went vegan in the first place. Veganism isn't a diet. There's a huge difference between plant-based diet and veganism. Veganism is a lifestyle. It's a lifestyle rooted in avoiding animal exploitation as much as possible and practical. For many people, it's about the animals, and ultimately, that's what veganism is. It's a lifestyle rooted in rejecting animal exploitation in any way, whether it comes from the products that you're buying, the pets that you have, the food that you're eating. Veganism covers all of those things. For me, a vegan lifestyle isn't just about the food. I know my channel is mainly based around plant-based eating, but to me, veganism goes beyond that too. It's about the environmental impact that we have in the world. It's about how we're treating the other sentient beings in the world. And I don't want to be causing harm to our earth or to the animals that live here with us. And so I choose to eat a vegan diet, a plant-based diet, because that is how I feel like I can have the biggest impact on the world around me. Whether or not I'm out there holding signs and protesting the factories, or if I'm just doing my own silent protest by what I'm putting on my plate every day, it's still a way to have an effect on our world. So when things start to feel hard or the judgment starts to feel like it's too much, think about reconnecting with why you chose to do this in the first place. It can help you stay grounded and keep going when things feel a little bit hard. And ultimately, no, it's not about you. It's about kindness for everything, for the world around us, for the animals, for the planet, and for yourself too. So if 2026 is your year, remember that you need to go about this with kindness. Ease your way in. It's a practice. You may make mistakes. People may judge you. People may question you. The best thing you can do is just delve into podcasts, research, YouTube videos, anything that's going to show you that it can be done, that living a vegan lifestyle, it gets easier. It's hard in the beginning because it's new and it's change. It's different than what you're used to. But over time, it becomes easier. It becomes second nature. You won't even think about animal products as food anymore in the long run. And ultimately, if you do it in a mindful way, you will be able to support what your body needs, because a vegan diet can ultimately be a healthy diet as well. There's so much research out there on whole food plant-based diets in the long term, how you can get enough protein, fiber, and keep your eye out, because I'm going to be making some videos about how you can get enough protein, fiber, all the nutrients that you need on a vegan plant-based diet. So keep your eye out for those too. And if you need some recipe ideas, don't forget to visit my blog, samcookskindness.com. I have tons of vegan recipes on there. They're all super easy and they're all delicious. So if 2026 is your year to go vegan, let it be messy, let it be human, and just let it be kind. You don't need permission to start. You don't need to start perfectly. You just need to go at it with the mind full of curiosity, compassion, and a reason that matters to you. If you're looking for simple, realistic vegan food recipes or watching somebody live it, I post a ton of what I eat in a day videos, and you are in the right place. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope that this video was helpful to you. I hope it was a little different than some of the other how to go vegan videos that you've seen, and that it gives you a little bit more confidence to go vegan on your own. I hope to see you again. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video, and I will see you later. Bye.